Sometimes in life, or in chess, or anything, we forget how far we have actually come. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look in the past and reacting to one of my old videos where I was rated 1466. I am now 2000 rated with a peak of 2050. So let's see where the mindset, the thought process, and all of that changed. We're going to be looking at the video, seeing what I'm thinking, and I'm going to explain what I think now. Maybe the old Apex might find some stuff that I don't see now, maybe not, but yeah, let's react to this video. So,
welcome back.
Yes, we got bearded Apex here, and we're going to turn up the volume.
We find Mr. Blonde 89, and we get the white pieces here.
Okay, so we're of course playing E4 still. Now, I'm wondering how much theory I actually know at this level.
E4.
Let's go ahead and find out.
And I am quite tired right
Vienna.
now. It is currently 4:30 a.m. for me. I don't know what happened, but I woke up at like 3:30 today.
Okay, so apparently I'm playing chess at 4:30 in the morning. Now, at this time, I was in school, so it wasn't really that unnormal for me to be up early, but 4:30 is a bit early. So I'm probably very tired in this. Nowadays, I try not to play chess if I'm extremely tired or don't sleep well. But let's see how it goes.
It was just kind of like, you know how you wake up and you're like, still tired, but I'm not going to be able to go to bed and I'll just lay here.
That was actually me this morning. I woke up at like 5:30. I laid in bed until 6:30 and I was like, screw it, we're starting the day.
And it'll just be 6 o'clock in no time and I wouldn't have been sleeping.
Okay, bishop c4.
Well, it was like
good move.
Today, so
are we gonna see the copycat? No.
So
okay, but okay. Come on. We don't play knight f3 here. Now, if you're a Vienna player, this is not what you want. Vienna players aren't going for the Italian game, because now this is just a 4 knights. We might as well have just played knight f3 on the first move, or rather than knight c3 if we're gonna play this. Because now we can't even use our c-pawn. So we should have played d3. If like this is as a Vienna player. Of course, this is not a bad move. The computer probably says this is the way to play because it likes the Italian game. But yeah, no, d3 is definitely the move there.
What? Is he going for this?
And there's the center fork trick. takes. Here, it's not that bad though. Because they just play d5 and then we go bishop d3. Takes. We get the pawn back. It's not the end of the world.
I hate this. I haven't fell for this in so long. Is there
yeah,
like some kind of tactic where I take?
Okay, so we're calculating bishop takes because we're seeing the fork. Just take it. I mean, you shouldn't be afraid of this, of d5. I mean, it is what it is.
Because he covers this. I mean, if I take and let him take this one, he'll have doubled pawns here. But no, it takes here. No. I really already blundered this. Blundered that pawn. Okay, so don't do this when the bishop's here. Dang it. You can take the center.
I'm like over complicating this. Just take the knight. They're gonna play d5. Just calculate a little bit. Knight takes d5, bishop d3, de. Bishop takes on e4, and you're fine. Then you just go d3, get the bishop out, castle. Like,
but
it's already it's move 5, and I'm already down almost 2 minutes. My opponent's used 3 seconds. That's not good.
Or do we just admit
I have bad? I'm really bad with time nowadays too, but this is bad.
Defeat. Can also just castle. Takes this. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
well,
this isn't the worst. This isn't the worst actually. I mean, takes, he probably, I don't know. Like, I'm fine with structures where I open up this file. You get the doubled pawns, but you're going to have an active bishop. We're castled. His king's in the center. Bishops aren't developed. It's really not that bad.
We're going to get quicker development. Goes there. Now, I think if he had the
bishop develops, I mean, I see an immediate, I think this is actually, bishop c5, I think, is a blunder. because we should be able to go queen d5. I wonder if I'll find that. Queen d5 attacks the bishop, but also threatens checkmate. I guess then they can play queen e7, but then we should be able to... There's a lot of tactics there. Like knight takes e5 with ideas of like rook e1. Obviously that doesn't work right then because the rook's unprotected. Well, no. Queen d5, queen e7, knight takes, rook e1. I guess then they can just like move the pawn. I don't know. But
bishop here.
I think queen d5 is good.
It would have been a mistake because I can take, and if he tries to do that, I just take the bishop. But that's not how that went down. Takes here, here.
Why am I'm always calculating this? It's just how I am. I still calculate stupid sacrifices like this, but there's nothing. There's no need to sacrifice here.
And if he goes back,
at least in my opinion.
I don't think so. Try to win back that pawn. We can do that by going here. Threaten to go like this. He can just defend it, but...
Also, I'm really quiet.
Now it's getting a little risky for his bishop here. I have ideas.
Yeah,
of this.
Once again, I mean...
Double pawn is...
There's all kinds of tactics here. Like, queen d5 just seems really good. Although, maybe not in this position. But tactics are arising.
Anchoring him in. Let's go here. And then we're going to start pushing these pawns.
Okay, so we kick the bishop
maybe
back.
To play a4 first. Now, if I go here, he's going to play like this.
I mean, we're just taking space.
We're going to start pushing him back.
But we should probably be developing and then trying to open up the center of the board or going for an attack over here. There's not many defenders on the king side. So I'm thinking, let's try to start an attack, like maybe even knight g5, get the queen involved. And if he castles, I mean, his pieces are all over here. And when we see a king in the center of the board, we want to try to open it up.
Even just do this. Or we can go here threatening mate.
Ooh, now I see it.
Seems nice. Also go here, inducing a weakness. Then he wouldn't be able to castle. I wonder if there's like any kind of sacks here. Where I take...
No, the knight protects.
Then this, then here. Thing is,
I mean, that's actually pretty good, but the rook protects the queen at the end of that. It's deflection tactics.
I don't know if that works, but it could be worth a try, but we're giving up so much material.
Also, notice the time. The time management is exceedingly bad. It's move 9, and I've used 4 minutes. My opponent has used 30 seconds.
To just win a queen? And it wouldn't even work, actually, because if he just goes here, then it's protected by the rook. That's definitely not worth it. Here. Now it is protected. That's not looking so bad. But let's see. Let's just do this. Just go here. Now, if I bring the queen, he's just gonna go like this.
Okay, good spot. Yeah, I mean, I guess bishop e6. Yeah, just then you have to give up the bishop because bishop e6. Then you have to play like queen d3 and then takes.
He just has this long diagonal. Go here. Let's try and trade that off. And then maybe we take...
That's not the worst, but I wonder if we could have went bishop g5, f6, and then queen d5. Because then there wouldn't be any bishop e6. But I guess then just still queen e7.
And here. Yeah, so he does take indeed.
Are we going to take with the pawn or are we going to take with the rook? We should take with the rook. Because if we take with the pawn, creates an isolated pawn... And we're also, the rook's on the e file. We don't want to close that file.
Yeah, it's sacrifices, but...
Once again, looking for sacrifices, just capture the bishop. You can start calculating the knight sacrifice on the opponent's turn. We have less than 5 minutes, dude. Speed up.
Work. Now he's just going to castle. And we should just slide back, I think. Try to set up some kind of Greek gift, but... I guess now that we don't have that bishop protecting this.
To be honest, I don't mind this position at all. I mean, we have a very nice bishop. The rook's already lifted, so maybe potential like rook g3s or rook h3 if this bishop ever moves off of that. The knight's ready to hop in, and the queen's going to get involved.
Square doesn't really work. And yeah, if I ever go here, he just does this.
Once again, we already looked at that. We shouldn't be calculating queen d5 anymore because we just know that bishop e6. We don't need to calculate that unless this pawn moves or the bishop's not on this diagonal.
If I go here, then we set it up. Let's just drop this bishop back a square. Gonna go for this.
Bringing the bishop back makes a lot of sense. Just, adding an attacker over here. It's not really doing as much, but it's good on both squares. It's good. It's definitely good on both squares. This, I'm going for clear attacking ideas, although we can't jump in with the knight anymore, but
100%. My idea here is
we have to be careful of forks.
H4. Point being, then the sacrifice becomes able, and he just, he sees the fork.
Yeah, so he's going for the fork, so we did need to be careful of that. My idea was H4 and then knight G5, but now we're going to have to move the bishop again.
That allows me to go back and check him. Okay, so let's
do
that.
But now there is, some downfall to playing F5 here, because now this is open and the bishop is really strong on that diagonal.
Block anymore, so he's going to have to go to the corner.
Although this position, there has to be a lot of tactics here. Like, I'm noticing some stuff with the queen here.
Play this.
Not yet, but it's brewing.
And then this square is super weak. Go here. Hop in. He might play H6 to stop anything. And there's also fork here. Okay, runs back.
Knight back. Ooh, okay. My spidey senses are tingling here. I don't think there's anything yet, but
that's
maybe just jump the knight
for this. No, that wouldn't make sense. If I go here, my rook gets a little stuck. Go for this.
Yeah, jump the knight in. Looking
have to take
to win the exchange.
Give up the rook for the knight.
Pushes the pawn. Okay. So, wait a minute. Let's see if we find this. You can take on E5, sacrificing the bishop, because after rook takes E5, DC, queen takes D8, the knight hangs. So after rook D8, we have rook E7 with the threat of a fork. Or we can just fork right away too. Ooh, okay, yeah. Rook takes here. Queen takes, rook takes, knight F7, check. And then we can take here, rook, and then the knight is hanging. So the knight would have to move, but we're just getting an exchange there and a pawn. Let's see if we find that.
A good move there. Just like
yeah, we're not thinking about any tactics here. We're not thinking about any tactics. They attacked my bishop. The only thing that's going on in my brain right now is me have to move bishop
back. Yeah, I'll just slide back one square.
Fair enough. I mean, I understand. It's your bishop's under attack. Your first instinct's to move it.
And maybe takes.
Yeah, okay, so I see the hanging pawn. They attack my knight. They attack the knight. But once again, can we just sacrifice the knight here? Can we just take on E5? Because if they take my knight, opening up the H file can't be that good. Nah, maybe it's a little too much though.
Man with the queen, but I don't think it does anything currently.
You can pin the pawn. Like I was calculating that. You could go pin. Is there a counter to that though? I don't know.
Take here. Then he takes. Come in with check. Then he comes here. Sacrifice. Takes. No. I don't think so. Maybe we just come in with the queen. I don't think it can be targeted. Kind of manner.
Okay. That's a fair move. Let's see what the opponent comes up with.
Can he go here? Yeah, he can. Okay, now we can zip the rook here.
Zip the rook.
And we can double up the rook now.
We are putting a lot of pressure on my opponent. One thing that I do like about my play in this game is I'm attacking. Yes, we missed some potential tactics there with, letting them take the bishop and just taking here. But, we're getting the queen involved. The knight's here. The bishop's a monster. We're ready to bring our last rook. He hasn't developed his bishop. The rook's stuck in the corner. Knight's passive. Like all of his pieces are on the back rank.
Activated it. He was there.
King just moves. Wait. The king just moved. Wonder if we could have just took. No. Maybe we could have though. Going back with the knight feels wrong, but maybe we had to. Maybe there wasn't anything.
It can be targeted.
It's fine.
We got really low time. We did not manage our time very well.
Yeah, okay. I completely forgot about the time management. We're down to a minute. Opponent has 7.5. So that's bad.
Well, this game sucks. I could have actually... No, I couldn't have. You could have took this way. He is dominating the center. In the center,
he does have good central control, but this pawn is hanging. I mean, this is pinned. This pawn is, it's protected well. It is kind of annoying here, but his pieces are on the back rank.
Open. So the counterplay for him is very easy, which really...
The counterplay is easy for him? He has no pieces involved.
Sucks. Maybe this was more accurate. But I could come in here and maybe...
I mean, that's... Okay, knight h3? I don't think so. I understand the idea of wanting to play rook g3, but if you put your knight on h3, it's never coming back into the game. Like, going here, you at least can maybe attack the e5 pawn. If they ever push, you just go like here, put some pressure here, or you just jump in here anyways, and then go like knight g6 maybe, trying to get rid of this knight, and then maybe like rook d1, trying to attack this pawn that's pinned. There's a lot of ideas here.
I'm threatening this pawn now. If I can go here and here, that could be good. These pieces are very passive.
Yeah, now you're figuring it out.
For me, however, I don't think I have enough pieces in this attack yet. I think I need to get this rook here. This knight needs to be in a different spot, and then
the king moves. So, I mean, I could go check. This is very possible. But then the king's just going to go back. But I'm looking, I'm trying to figure out like if we can ever sacrifice on g5, like knight g5, king back. And then what will we play? Honestly, king here, just take the pawn.
I need to go here. That allows me to come in, back in here.
Just take the pawn back, on e5.
Just repeat. We're going to use this time to go here. Not sure what his idea
should have just took the pawn.
But
like, yes, it's good to double up, but we can just take on e5 first, in my opinion, and then double.
Here he's got one. And we could have just took here, but don't see.
Because now he can push e4 and it's protected.
Point. He probably didn't like the pin here.
Okay, he tempos the queen. Luckily for us, we can play knight g5, saving the queen, but that queen is...
Oh, he's protecting, I see. Okay, can I give a check? He goes here. Then what? Then there's nothing. Okay, so
we're going to have to sack.
Trapped my queen in some kind of manner, didn't he?
Okay, I'm down to 40 seconds. I have to sacrifice the knight to make room for the queen.
Okay, so we got to go here. We got to give up the knight. It appears. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks a lot.
So he got the knight, but it's not the end of the world because this pawn is still hanging. I don't know why I'm not taking on e5 ever. But just like pawn takes, the king is restricted. This pawn is pressured. His pieces are so passive. So let's see what we can do here.
His king is starting to get a little bit...
Please don't play queen h3.
Here, but
it just gets met with rook h4. That's just such a dumb move.
Okay, I can't really come here because of that
thank you.
File. Now I can go here, threaten this.
You have to be kidding me. I can go queen g3 threatening. Bro, you should have took the pawn a million ages ago.
That's just a fork. Not do that. Go here. Maybe this. And then this. If he goes here. And activate the rook.
Queen there. Yeah. Now we go check. That was a blunder by my opponent. We have 37 seconds though. Can we
here win a bishop?
Can we pull this off?
Possible. He goes... I guess it doesn't...
Can we go check to start? Yeah, well, we have to go check to pick up the bishop. So check king e8, and then we take the bishop. Just trying to see if there's anything better. Probably just go check and take the bishop.
Here, though. He goes here.
Stop calculating. Just do it.
Dang it.
You don't have any time.
This?
What am I doing?
Runs away, probably.
Yeah. No, but you go here. You go check. Dude, no. Just check. Queen f6, wherever this goes, you take the rook. You dummy.
Go here. He's going to trade rooks, probably. Wish I had more time. That's very unfortunate. You
need more. Now there's no check because queen takes. You're not even winning the bishop anymore.
Now he can't do that. Okay.
Oh my gosh. If I somehow win this, I will be amazed.
Yeah, he has me. Good game to this guy. We're going to fight till the end.
We're getting increment. Are we playing 10 plus 5? Maybe we are.
Well.
Maybe there's increment.
This does force him to the back rank. Then this, though. Go here.
He's letting me in with check.
Blocks. Get to do that.
Okay, takes.
We're taking unnecessary pawns. I don't think it's a good idea.
I mean, we're getting a little bit of material back. We have 4 pawns on this side of the board. Our rook's doing all right. He's still very, very passive. He's got to be careful. He has 4 minutes. I only have 20 seconds, but he can blunder pretty easily. Okay, he wants a queen trade, but that's a huge mistake because now the knight hangs. So we give a check, king here, and we just take. We don't trade.
Go here. Pick this up. Wait, is he gonna get mated?
I think what my opponent's doing is I think he's doing what a lot of people do, is you see your opponent's clock is very, very low, and you're like, just move, just move, just move, just move. What you should be doing, and I'm really guilty for this too. I'm not saying that I don't do it, but you stop thinking logically and you just play for the clock. And you actually end up making your position way worse because you're not thinking about your moves. You're just moving to move. And then you blunder stuff like this. Yeah, check and checkmate.
He gets checkmated. Wow. Oh my gosh, what a comeback.
Okay, as you can see on screen, 6 blunders. That's crazy.
Oof. Okay, that's why I always play on. I don't think that was our great...
Just wait, you guys can't see it, but just wait. What a terrible game. 42% and 35%. Okay, this was, wow. Quite embarrassing.
Holy crap, that was a very bad game. Holy crap, so many misses here.
Yeah, okay, cool. Look at that. Rook takes e5.
So I should have just taken the pawn.
Am I gonna get
screaming at me? Let's see how many times I should have just taken the pawn.
Okay, I'm not even looking at why. So it's because rook takes. Well, I don't know about with the knight here. Rook takes, pawn takes, check. King goes here. Pawn. Let's see if we analyze it.
It's screaming at me. Let's see how many times I should have just taken the pawn. Just take the pawn, bro. Stockfish is just like,
yeah, so am
straight up, yes. Why are you not taking the pawn?
Yeah, that was pretty dumb.
Wow. 8.
Although in this position, it looks a little bit scary because there is g6, but then you play knight g5. We're very lucky in this position that we have knight g5 check to bring the queen back. Otherwise, we just get trapped.
Misses. Buddy had 5 blunders.
And then, yeah, in this position, rook takes, pawn takes. It's you got to see like the tactics here with the fork and with the queen. You have to trade the queen first before forking.
Just be this pawn is just chilling.
Yeah, but do you understand why?
Why didn't I take the pawn? I don't know.
Okay, here's a good lesson for you. If you want to get better at chess, don't analyze like this. Actually look into why you could take the pawn, because you had a hanging bishop. You can't just take the pawn for no reason. You have to figure out why and then build on that and learn for next time.
This is a blunder. What was I supposed to do? Go all the way back? How does that save the knight? Because if he takes the knight...
Takes e5, knight's hanging.
Then rook comes and I win this.
Well, you don't win that. There's knight. There is knight c8 or c6, but then we can probably take on d5. And his king's very weak. Let's take a look at this next game. Okay, right, okay. Let's see what we play against d4.
We got a d4 player.
We got d4, d5, and it's Joe Butt,
the Irish.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I just played c5 because I was like, normal London, bishop out, c5, early c5, knight c6. But this is just a free pawn, and better yet, then the d5 pawn is hanging. Yeah, I mean, it's some gambit, but I don't know what I'm doing here.
Apparently. I don't know what this is, but knight f6, which I usually play this. I might cause some problems, but this guy's like, what is he playing? Yes, we have a 4.
Yeah, so they bring out the bishop. So they watched a video probably on the Jobava, and they're like, okay, knight out, bishop out. They probably should have just took the pawn.
We don't. We don't indeed.
Now we develop.
We do. If
the one thing about this setup is you have to be very, very careful of knight b5, and I'm hovering over c6, so I'm probably just going to blunder.
Here, though.
Yep, and now we fell into the most common trick in the Joe Bava London. My opponent's going to play knight b5.
Recapture. Yeah, I guess he can do that.
Okay, they don't go knight b5.
Now if I take and take, there's no fork, but...
Fork? I don't know what I'm going on about, but...
Decent pressure. Take.
Not really a need to take there.
We'll get the bishop out.
Once again, I probably would have played a6 just to stop this threat, and then got the bishop out, played e6, knight out, bishop out, castle.
And yeah, let's just
put our bishop's here. Coming out. Now they're going to play knight b5. If they don't play knight b5, they're just as bad as me.
Diagonal. And we can even probably take now. Can we take?
I guess knight b5 doesn't actually do anything. Actually, what am I talking about? Yeah, knight b5 doesn't do anything because we have queen a5 check. And this 1400 is actually just smarter than I am right now. Yeah, knight b5, queen a5 check, and the knight just has to go back. But now that they've played a3, we can't go check because we get hit with knight b4. Actually, no. The bishop's protecting b5. What am I going on about? They could just go c6 or c3. So, yeah, they could have played knight b5. Anyways.
No, it's not supported. Go here?
Yeah. Yeah, now knight b5 comes in.
In these positions, always...
We do have rook c8 stopping this, but it's...
Forget
about still just annoying.
My next move was going to be this as well, but that's okay. Life goes on. Give up 2 pieces for the rook. If you wish. I guess we always have check.
You shouldn't give up 2 pieces for the rook. If white were to go check, I would just happily take and take.
Force him backwards. Or you could not go there because then he loses.
No, he doesn't. There is a bishop protecting that.
This welcomes the 2 pieces for the rook.
Queen comes in. So there's a free pawn here. We can also just kick the knight back and then maybe take on d4.
Brings the queen out, which hangs a pawn.
Okay, we see the hanging pawn, but we're going check. There's no need to give this check. I think why I'm giving this check is because I thought that the knight is hanging, but I think I'm quickly going to realize you can't take the knight, or maybe we're going to see a queen blunder. But we'll probably see c3 and then me be like, oh, the knight's protected.
Give him a check. Can't block like that because I go here. And then we can take this pawn.
Even if they played b4, you could... If there was no bishop here, you'd still just take.
Tempo here and here. So we're going to fork him like he's forking me.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
What? Oh, wait, we can't take there. Why do I...
What did I say?
How do I not see this? Come on. Now this isn't even a free pawn. What was the point of this queen move? We can take still. Now this is pinned.
You can't take. There's a knight protecting it.
But then he takes with this.
I was going to have a heart attack.
We just played terribly. I don't really know where the bishop wants to go. So let's bring the knight out.
Yeah, okay, we're developing.
If this trade occurs,
I'm always looking at knight c7, but
really
what we should be thinking about right now instead of knight here, I think we could have just played like a6, knight here, takes. Get rid of his strong bishop, I guess. Well, maybe we don't want to do that.
Aggressively, I'd be happy for him to.
Because our dark squared bishop is our good bishop. They come in with the knight, or with the bishop. That actually makes some sense, because if we take, knight comes in with a check and forking us.
Bishop comes in. He wants to fork me here. Don't really
That's
want
pretty
that
sneaky.
to happen. Not gonna lie to you. Yeah, so if here, then his plan is to go here, forking this. And he can probably just fork me anyways, even if I go here. So what if I play this?
No, he can't. Just play here and then castle is what I'm thinking.
Yes, now takes. Is that worth it? If this and he gives me a check, take. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to kick this out.
I mean, just bishop takes. Because if I take here, I double the pawns, and then he can just come back with tempo on my queen.
Takes here.
It's not a good move.
It'll be fine. I'll take, and then you'll have to move back out.
Yeah, so he takes, and we do take here. That's
we
not...
doubled their pawns.
So we have doubled pawns now, and the bishop can just maybe come all the way back. It can maybe... I was going to say maybe bishop c5, but then we have b6. He could also just play bishop d6 as well and go out this way, but I don't... He has dark squared pawns, so he might want to play bishop b4, trying to trade off his dark squared bishop. And if I were to take with the knight, he can take with the a pawn, although that creates a huge weakness on b2. But he has the open rook file, so let's see what he does.
Not good, but
our time usage is better this game. 7 minutes, so we've used 3 for the first 12 moves.
6 still a thing, and now his bishop is.
And yeah, this pawn actually is hanging,
confined within,
and we completely missed bishop g7. I even missed that. Yeah. So now we're getting forked.
Ooh, that's a great move. Okay, that sucks. Go here.
Okay, we can take there, of course. So we're sacrificing the rook to take the queen if we have it. But they can probably just move the queen somewheres. I guess queen d1, and then the knights. We have a lot of hanging pieces.
This is a triple fork now. You can move, and then I have 3 pieces hanging, but the queen's under attack. This game's gonna be.
Although, wait a second. Queen d1, we have knight c2, and then okay, this is actually very tricky.
Super messy. I don't know if I let him take this rook and I end up getting 2 knights here.
Yeah,
with a bishop supported. And
yeah,
a queen.
Also the fork
and a rook's here. These pieces do not look good. He's wandered in with a bishop, and he's only.
I'm trying to justify my mistake, but
the queen is currently fighting 3
super
pieces.
Bad.
So it's definitely not really the greatest game, but we're doing our best. What? He
so
just gives.
Okay, my opponent decided to sacrifice their queen. I'd say that I just got very, very lucky this game.
The queen? Okay.
We take with check, knight takes, and then just move the knight.
It.
Just knight e4.
He's gonna get 2 pieces. I guess he's got a rook for it, but that's definitely an interesting.
Just play it. Knight e4.
And I can go like this and protect that if he wants to trade. Take.
Okay.
We'll be able to get in.
That makes sense too.
Okay, takes.
I don't think he should have traded, but
we definitely don't want to let him castle. I don't know if we can stop that though.
Okay, but okay, I'm concerned about letting him castle, but I'm looking at this now and I'm like, please castle. Please castle. We have an open G file that we're going to put the rook on. The bishop can come to H3. Can slide the queen back easily.
Yeah, I feel like we have to go after this.
I mean, it's good that I'm identifying the weakness, but if he castles, rook G8 should be automatic.
Here and here.
Even right now, rook G8. Like, if they castle to protect the pawn, then we just go, like, bishop H3, and we should be winning the exchange.
Protect this pawn as well. And we can always utilize this file. So,
okay, yeah,
go
rook
like
G8.
This,
beautiful.
And then have ideas of
also, now the queen can slide in.
That. We can also rotate the queen over.
Yeah.
If we get one of his rooks, he's done. Yeah, so we can
go. Okay. Rook here, or king here. He's planning to meet anything with some kind of, rook G1
here. Do you have any
but if he ever pushes this pawn,
stuff like that?
this is all going to be dangerous.
We can go here. He's going to have to go like this. Then we should be able to get
No, he doesn't. He can just go here. He can just play rook g1.
the bishop in. Go here. Or you can just do that. Then we go here.
No. Oh. What do you play here? What do you play here? Automatic bishop e4. Pin the knight. Put more pressure. Like we're just going to win the piece. If they were to play h3, we just take it with check.
Okay, so he opts for that plan. Now we're going to pin the...
Why? You have the bishop there. You can pin it and win it immediately.
knight. Probably play this, maybe.
If they go there, you just take it. Okay, rook there. Yeah. Now, you know, there's some problems, right? If we try to play bishop g4 now, I mean, this can't move still, so I guess it's not the end of the world. We can still play bishop g4.
Okay, now he's setting up stuff here.
Yes, bishop g4. No,
I don't think
I swear, if we play bishop h3 here,
he has anything useful. Let's go like this.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Move this here or here.
If they move the bishop, you just take.
I think he has to
with
get
check.
the other rook active.
Okay, my opponent just resigned. They should play here. They should make me earn the win. But we're winning,
which is
for sure.
Really weird because it's not a completely winning position.
It was pretty winning.
Definitely would have had a hard time fighting.
Once again, we played with bad accuracy. We played with under 60. I don't know if this is just, you know, how I feel like this video maybe was just, you know, a little bit worse than normal, but maybe not. I mean, maybe this is actually how my 1400 ELO self just played most of the time, and maybe that's why I was 1400
today. Rook check. Yeah, I knew that wasn't this. Yeah,
just get rid of it
I don't know what I
immediately.
was thinking. Okay,
that's a blunder.
That was a blunder.
What should I have done?
It's the same thing.
Just a6.
Finally,
get rid of the knight.
Yeah, do it.
And then takes.
Yeah,
we messed this one up. We shouldn't have took the knight. We should have took the bishop.
Misses.
Probably king takes. Yeah.
Just take. Oh, and then you get out of this. Wow.
And then they hung their queen.
Yeah, it was queen. That was
and I got
really
very,
weird.
very lucky.
That was a miss.
Ooh. Rook takes c3 is a nice way to simplify as well.
I could have sacked here for a fork. Okay. Yeah, just go in here and target the...
Okay, so Mr. 1400 ELO Apex was a little bit more correct. Go after this weakness. I personally was like, okay, let's go attack. Like, open g-file, bishop here, queen coming in.
Pawn.
But okay. And then, yeah, this is ridiculous. Bishop e4, come on, dude. Like, but okay. Bishop g4, we're still winning. This is pinned, it can't move. You cannot protect the knight. So, fine.
Not the greatest day of chess, but
we've come a long way. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. Let me see what ELO you want to see done next. Thank you for watching.